What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, March 8th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Zendaya will reportedly star in the new Spider-Man reboot. Sources confirmed the 19-year-old actress's casting to news outlets Monday following word Tom Holland will play Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. An insider told Deadline the KC undercover star will play a key role in the Marvel and Sony reboot, although her character isn't expected to be Spider-Man's love interest. Sources told the site Zendaya will play a character named Michelle. Holland will debut as Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War before starring in a 2017 solo film. Andrew Garfield last played the superhero in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, while Tobey Maguire portrayed the character in an earlier trilogy. Holland told Variety in December, "The only difference I'm going to tell you is that I'm way younger, and at the moment, there's going to be things from both Tobey and Andrew's character that I'm going to steal. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and it gives me more motivation to prove them wrong when I do start shooting the movie. And hopefully I will, and it will be good fun." Maguire's Spider-Man films were released in the 2000s, while Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 opened in 2012 and 2014, respectively. Maguire's trilogy earned $2.49 billion at the box office, while Garfield's movies earned $1.46 billion. Zendaya came to fame as Rocky Blue on the Disney Channel series Shake It Up and plays Casey Cooper on Casey Undercover. She is also a singer who released her debut self-titled studio album in 2013. Blockbuster scribe J.K. Rowling has penned 4 installments of magic in North America to introduce her audiences to a new place and time in her wizarding world. The article will be posted on Pottermore.com over 4 consecutive days beginning Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The piece's quote will enlighten readers about a previously unexplored corner of the wizarding world, North American witches and wizards, their history, and their magic, Warner Brothers said in a press release. A 100-second video released Monday serves as a prologue to Rowling's new work. The video and the writing provides content and backstory for the feature film Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is set for release November 18th. The movie is a prequel to the 8-hit Harry Potter fantasy films, which were based on Rowling's best-selling books. Tom Hiddleston would love to play James Bond once Daniel Craig gives up the role. The 35-year-old British actor expressed interest in the part in an interview with the Sunday Times, saying he's a huge fan of the James Bond movies. He shared, "I simply love the theme tune, the troops, and mythology. I love the whole thing. And if it ever came knocking, it would be an extraordinary opportunity. And I'm very aware of the physicality of the job. I would not take it lightly." Hiddleston said he went to see Craig in Spectrum, the latest film in the franchise, while shooting Kong Skull Island in Hawaii. Bookmaker William Hill cited Hiddleston's chances of playing Bond at 10-1 following his role in The Night Manager. A William Hill representative said, "There are some very Bondish elements to The Night Manager, and the producers of the next 007 movie will surely be keeping an eye on Hiddleston's performance in case Daniel Craig decides to step down." Craig first portrayed Bond in the 2006 movie Casino Royale and has since starred in Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectrum. The 48-year-old actor previously said he is done with the franchise, which friend and actor Mark Strong seemed to confirm in February. He told the short list, "I'd have loved to have played the villain in a Bond movie when Daniel was doing it, but I think he comes to the end of his Bond time, and so it's probably never going to happen, but that would have always been great." Hiddleston is known for playing Loki, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and will portray Jonathan Pine in The Night Manager. Tom Hardy, Idris Elba, Damian Lewis, and Henry Cavill are among the other actors rumored to succeed Craig as Bond. Mark Hamill thinks it's entirely possible his Star Wars character Luke Skywalker is gay. The 64-year-old actor discussed his character's sexual orientation with The Sun after The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams hinted at gay characters in the Star Wars universe. Hamill acknowledged, "I just read online that J.J. is very open to that. Now fans are writing and ask all these questions. I'm bullied in school. I'm afraid to come out. They say to me, could Luke be gay?" He said, "I'd say it's meant to be interpreted by the viewer. If you think Luke is gay, Of course he is. You should not be ashamed of it. Judge Luke by his character, not by who he loves. Abrams told reporters he's open to a gay character in Star Wars at the U.S.-Ireland Alliance Oscar Wilde Awards in February. He will executive produce the next movie in the franchise, Star Wars Episode 8, with Rian Johnson as director. Abrams said, "When I talk about inconclusivity, it's not excluding gay characters. It's about inconclusivity. So, of course, to me, the fun of Star Wars is exploring the possibilities, so it seems insanely narrow-minded to say that there wouldn't be a homosexual character in that world." Hamill will reprise Luke in Episode 8 and is expected to have a major role in the new movie. The film co-stars Carrie Fisher as Leia, Daisy Ridley as Rey, John Boyega as Finn, and Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, and it opens in theaters December 15, 2017. Ridley joked of the sequel to MTV News last week. "It's 2 hours of me and Mark Hamill staring at each other. Me and Mark have been rehearsing a lot, and it's really amazing. It's such a good story. Seriously, Luke is so cool in this one." Hamill first played Luke in Star Wars in 1977 and went on to star in The Empire Strikes Back in 1980 and Return of the Jedi in 1983. He had a brief appearance in The Force Awakens in 2015 and will voice the Joker in the animated movie Batman: The Killing Joke. British actor Peter Capaldi has revealed that BBC wants him to stay on as the 12th Doctor on Doctor Who following the departure of showrunner Stephen Moffat. The actor confirmed to RadioTimes.com Monday about how the network wants him to remain on the show until at least season 11. He says, "I've been asked to stay on, but it's such a long time before I have to make that decision." The Time Lord said of Moffat's replacement, Chris Chinabal, "Stephen's been absolutely wonderful, so I love working with him. Chris is fantastic, and I think he's a hugely talented guy." Capaldi continued by saying, "I don't know where the show's going to go then. I don't know. I have to make up my mind, and I haven't yet." Back in 2009, the then current Dr. David Tennant was asked to stay on the series following the departure of then showrunner Russell T Davies, but then later resigned as Moffat took control, paving the way for Capaldi's casting. Moffat is expected to exit the show following Doctor Who's Season 10, which begins in the spring of 2017. Moffat said in a statement in January, "Feels to be odds to be talking about leaving when I just started working on the script for Season 10, but the fact is my timey-wimey is running out. When Chris Chinabal is doing his last run of Broadchurch, I'll be finishing up on the best job in the universe and keeping the TARDIS warm for him. It took a lot of gin and tonic to talk him into this, but I'm beyond delighted that one of the true stars of British television drama will be taking the Time Lord even further into the future. At the start of Season 11, Chris Chibnall will become the new showrunner of Doctor Who, and I will be thrown in a skip." Craig Robinson has joined the Season 2 cast of the hacker thriller Mr. Robert as a recurring guest star, USA Network announced Monday. The Office alum will play Ray, a neighborhood local who reaches out to Elliot in his time of need, the network said in a press release. Previously announced guest stars include Joey Badass and Chris Conroy. Returning for the 10-episode Season 2 will be Rami Malek as Elliot and Christian Slater as Mr. Robot. Production on Season 2 began Monday in New York City. The fresh episodes are to begin airing this summer. Jada Pinkett Smith has responded to Chris Rock's Oscar diss centered around the actress's boycotting of the awards show. Pinkett said to photographers while walking through Los Angeles International Airport on Saturday, "It comes with the territory, sweetheart. We got a lot of stuff we got to handle, a lot of stuff going on in our world right now. We got to keep it moving." Rock slammed the Gotham star during the 80th Academy Awards after she decided to boycott the ceremony for its lack of diversity among nominees. Rock joked during his opening monologue, "Jada said she's not coming. I was like, isn't she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I was not invited," before moving on to her husband, Will Smith. He said of the actor's role in Concussion, "It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. It is also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West." Smith will next be seen reprising her role as Fish Mooney in a multi-episode arc during the second half of Gotham Season 2. Talk show host Jimmy Kimmel announced Monday he will be presiding over the 68th Primetime Emmy Awards ceremony honoring excellence in television. Kimmel tweeted, "I'm hosting the hashtag Emmys on Sunday, September 18th. Until then, have a great summer." Channing Dungey, the president of ABC Entertainment, said in a statement, "Jimmy Kimmel is the consummate showman. With Kimmel at the helm, expect to be at the edge of your seat for a bigger, bolder, and better than ever Emmy event." Kimmel added, "I am excited to be hosting the Emmys again. I have a feeling I'm going to be great." Kimmel was also the MC of the 64th Primetime Emmy Awards in 2012. Nominations for this year's gala are to be announced July 14th. The British costume drama Downton Abbey wrapped its sixth-season run on PBS in the United States Sunday night. The show, which follows the lives of the wealthy Crawley family and those who served them at their country estate, starred Hugh Bonneville, Elizabeth McGovern, Dame Maggie Smith, Brendan Coyle, Michelle Dockery, Laura Carmichael, Jim Carter, Matthew Goody, Penelope Wilton, Lily James, Phyllis Logan, Tom Cullen, Leslie Nicole, Sophie Mashira, Joanne Fograt, Raquel Cassidy, Kevin Doyle, Julian Overdeen, Alan Leach, Rob James Collier, Michael Fox, Harry Hayden Patton, and Jeremy Swift. The 1925 set finale saw a round of happy endings, including the wedding of the hapless Lady Edith Crawley to her estranged beau Bertie Peltham, the birth of son Anna and John Bates, romance servants for Daisy and Andy, and a less demanding supervisory role for head butler Mr. Carson, who shakes hands meant a promotion for the newly redeemed schemer Thomas Barrow. McGovern's Lady Cora Crowley observed near the end of the episode, acknowledging many changes her family has experienced. She said, "I think the more adaptable we are, the more chance we have of getting through." Bonneville's Lord Robert Crowley summarized in reply, "We'll do it. The estate is safe in Mary's hands, with Henry and Tom to help her. Edith has risen from the cinders in the hearth to be kissed by her very own Prince Charming. What more can we ask?" Cora told him, "A long and happy life together, just we two, to watch the children grow. That's all I want." Robert assured her, "And why not? We never know what's coming, of course. Who does? But I'd say we have a good chance." The last lines of the series belong to Smith's Lady Violet Crowley and Winton's Mrs. Osbill Crowley as they shared a New Year's drink. Violet said, "It makes me smile the way every year we drink to the future, whatever it may bring." Mrs. Crowley noted, "Well, what else can we drink to? We're going forward to the future, not back into the past." Violet chucked, "If only we had the choice." The show closes with snow falling on the stately home as its inhabitants sing All Lang Syne. Kate Middleton and Prince William recently enjoyed a snowy getaway with their children. The 34-year-old Duchess of Cambridge and 33-year-old Duke of Cambridge took 2-year-old son Prince George and 10-month-old daughter Princess Charlotte on a ski vacation to the French Alps. Kensington Palace released photos of the royals' outing Sunday on Twitter, writing, "The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are delighted to share new photos of their family enjoying a short ski break. This was the first holiday as a family of 4 and the first time ever of the children have played in the snow. The Duke and Duchess hope people enjoy these photos." PA Royal photographer John Stillwell was invited to take the photographs of this happy family moment. Sources told People magazine the snowy photo shoot was a lovely moment for Kate and William as a family. The couple have since returned to London and will attend a suicide awareness event Thursday in St. Hospital. Middleton and Prince William have been together since 2003 and married at Westminster Abbey in 2011. The couple welcomed Prince George in 2013 and Princess Charlotte followed last May. Prince William told reporters in July, "Kate has been doing an amazing job as a mother, and I'm very proud of her. Charlotte is a little joy of heaven, but at the same time, it's more responsibility looking after 2 little ones." He added in an ITV documentary in December, "I'm a lot more emotional than I used to be. You get affected by the sort of things that happen around the world or whatever a lot more. I think as a father, just because you realize how precious life is, and it puts it all in perspective." Kim Kardashian stripped down for a post-baby selfie Monday, just 3 months after welcoming son Saint West. The 35-year-old reality star and mother of 2 showed off her post-baby figure in an NSFW photo on Instagram, writing, "When you're like, I have nothing to wear, LOL." The censored selfie garnered over 700,000 likes and generated more than 100,000 comments. Some were impressed by Kardashian's slim figure, while others chid her for posting the photo as a mother. One user wrote, "Money cannot buy class. Why do you do this to your kids?" Another referenced the star's nude paper magazine cover, writing, "When your goal in life is to break the internet." Kardashian and husband Kanye West welcomed Saint on December 5th and are also the parents to 2-year-old daughter Northwest. The reality star gained 60 pounds during her pregnancy with Saint, but lost 30 pounds as of January 19th. She tweeted at the time, "I'm so excited. I'm 30 pounds down today, but 40 more to go. I'm so focused. I gained 60 pounds during my pregnancy, but have been an extra 10 pounds up for the past few years, so it's time to really get to my goal." Kardashian has posted a new photo while pregnant in response to speculations about her changing body. She previously told fans she was looking forward to hitting the gym and regaining her feature in a blog post prior to Saint's birth. She wrote, "As much as I really hate the whole feel of being pregnant, I enjoyed the challenge of getting my body back after it's all over. I feel so accomplished when I'm back where I want to be." Kardashian and her family star on E's series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which will return in the spring. Sportscaster Erin Andrews was awarded a $55 million judgment Monday against her stalker and the owner of the hotel where nude photos of Andrews were secretly shot in 2008. The jury chose not to award Andrews the full $75 million she sought, but after an 8-hour deliberation, split lesser damages almost down the middle, with Andrews' stalker Michael David Barrett, who has already served a 2-year prison sentence, ordered to pay about $28 million, and the owners of the Nashville Marriott at Vanderbilt University ordered to pay about $26 million. Neither the sportscasters nor her lawyers spoke to reporters after the verdict, but Andrews tweeted her thanks to the jury and the people of Nashville. Barrett originally created the secret video by removing the peepholes from her hotel room doors and pointed his cell phone camera lenses through the hole. Barrett, a former truck driver, testified during his trial in 2009 that his motivation was financial and he was, quote, not proud of his creating the video, which an expert testified has been seen by an estimate 16.8 million people. Vanderbilt psychologist Dr. Kim Brown testified that the former ESPN now Fox Sports sportscaster suffers from mild post-traumatic stress disorder. Andrews said during the trial, "One of the worst things I have is when I walk around the stadium, there's always that thought as I walk right by the stands, and I think, my God, everyone in the stadium has seen that video." She said, "It's on the internet now, and I've been told it's going to be on the internet until I die." Chrissy Teigen and John Legend celebrated with family and friends at their baby shower Sunday in New York. The 30-year-old model and the 37-year-old singer fiat their daughter's impending birth at the Material Good in Soho, a concept shop designed to resemble a chic city apartment. Models Brooklyn Decker and Petra Menkova were among the celebrities who attended the multi-course luncheon. The couple's daughter Pipa was also on hand, as seen in photos Teigen shared on Instagram. Teigen and Legend wrote paper baby mama and baby daddy crowned and treated their guests to crown and baby carrot-shaped cookies. The couple married in 2013 and announced Teigen's pregnancy in October. The model wrote at the time, "As many of you know, we've been trying to have a baby for a while now. It hasn't been easy, but we've kept trying because we can't wait to bring our first child into the world and grow our family. We're so excited that it's finally happening." Teigen recently told People she chose to have a baby during her IVF treatment, but has not revealed her daughter's name. She did ask President Barack Obama if he liked the name, and also told Stephen Colbert on The Late Show last week. She told Colbert, "I asked President Obama if he liked one of our name choices, and he said he did. I want to ask him because John isn't sold on that name. So I figured if he liked it, then John would be sold on it. He says it's too Hollywood." Apryl Jones and boyfriend Omarion welcomed their second child Monday morning. The 29-year-old reality star and the 31-year-old singer announced their daughter's birth on social media, but have yet to reveal her name. Omarion said in a Snapchat video, "Now you know why I'm in such a good mood. It's because I had my daughter this morning." Jones followed up by tweeting, "Blessings, thanks for all the love, baby girl is here." Jones and Omarion have been together since 2012 and welcomed their first child, son Mega Omari, in 2014. Jones had shared a photo of Mega cuddling up to her baby bump last week on Instagram. Omarion told Hot 97 in June, "Fatherhood is awesome. It is the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, a lot of fathers say this, and I go ahead and stand in line, but it keeps things in perspective." He said, "It's hard when you're working on wanting to be good or great at anything, but with a child, it's like it gives you a sense of, you know what, I can do all of this work, but at the end of the day, it's for him. So that's what it's all about for me now." Rob Dyrdek and wife Bryiana Noel Flores are expecting their first child. The 41-year-old television personality and 24-year-old model announced they are expecting a son Sunday on social media, with Dyrdek tweeting, "We are so blessed, so happy, and look forward to bringing an amazing young boy into this world." He added on Instagram, "I love Bryiana Dyrdek in so many ways and on so many levels. I can never create the words to express how deeply and truly I love her and us. When you have a forever love so great, the ultimate way to express it is by creating a child together." The happy news comes less than 6 months after Dyrdek and Flores tied the knot. The model also posted an announcement, a photo of Dyrdek cradling her baby bump, writing, "I am so insanely in love with @Rob Dyrdek. Every single day I think about how lucky I am to get to spend the rest of my life with the man who is so ambitious and driven, constantly wanting to help others, and yet so loving, so caring, so genuine, so chivalrous, so respectful, and always wanting what's best for me and us and our unborn baby," she gushed. She also added, "I can't wait I can't help but believe the world really could use more Rob Dietrichs. I feel incredibly blessed and actually proud that we get to bring another great man like him into this world. We love you so much, baby boy, and we can't wait to get to meet you. Kelly Clarkson has talked about her time working with music producer Dr. Luke following his highly publicized legal battle with Kesha. The singer explained Monday on Kyle and Jackie O's radio show on Australia KIS 106.5. The last time I worked with him, I only worked with him because I got blackmailed by my label. She continued by saying it was really a hard time for me. They were like, we will not put your album out if you don't do this. She added, we've clashed before. He's difficult to work with. He's kind of demeaning. Obviously, he's a talented dude, but he lied a lot. Musically, it's been really hard for me because he will just lie to people and make the artist look bad. Dr. Luke worked with Clarkson on her 2004 hit Since You've Been Gone and 2009's My Life Would Suck Without You. The comments come after a New York judge denied Kesha's injunction against Dr. Luke that leaves the pop star bound to her contract with the producer despite her allegations that he sexually, physically, and verbally abused her. As multiple artists continue to support Kesha on social media such as Taylor Swift, Demi Lovato, and Lady Gaga, Sony Music, who owns Dr. Luke's Kemosabe Records, has stated they are legally unable to terminate Kesha's contract. Clarkson said of the allegations, he's never done anything like that with me. I don't know that situation, but if it's true, I can't imagine working with someone who has done something like that. Dr. Luke has denied all the allegations, stating he never drugged or raped Kesha. New York Supreme Court Justice Shirley Kornreich, who presided over the case, also dismissed lawsuits filed by Kesha's mother and manager that Dr. Luke sexually abused the singer 10 years ago. The wife of Eagles co-founder and former bassist Randy Meisner, Lana Ray Meisner, was shot dead inside the couple's Los Angeles home, according to reports. CBS Los Angeles has confirmed that a preliminary police investigation revealed that the incident was not a homicide and that the shooting appeared to be accidental. The New York Daily News is reporting that Lana Ray called authorities Sunday to report a drunken man inside their Studio City house. After police filed a domestic violence report and left, Randy called officials again to report that his wife had been shot. Reportedly, Lana Ray died in a closet after she tried lifting a gun from a case only for it to fire near her head. A police source explained to the New York Daily News, no foul play whatsoever. There is nothing indicative that it was a murder at all. Randy, who left the Eagles in 1977, was married to Lana Ray for 20 years. The bassist is best known for co-writing and singing the band's single Take It to the Limit. Back in January 2015, Meisner was put on mandated court supervision after he allegedly threatened murder-suicide with an AK-47 and pills while staying in a hospital. He was then diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Rock icon Bob Dylan has announced a new 27-day tour in support of his upcoming LP Fallen Angels. Set to be accompanied by opening act Mavis Staples, the North American tour begins June 4th and 5th in Woodlineville, Washington, and ends July 17th in Guilford, New Hampshire. The tour will mark Dylan's first shows in North America since May 2015 and will follow his shorter 13-show tour in Japan set for April. Tickets go on sale March 18th with each purchase outside sales in Indianapolis and Boston, guaranteeing fans a redemption code to receive a CD copy of Fallen Angels. The album currently has no set release date. Recently, the University of Tulsa acquired Dylan's archive for public exhibition, which includes items spanning the legendary musician's 60-year career. Among some of the never-before-seen items are handwritten manuscripts, unreleased studio and concert recordings, and musical instruments. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1968, Bill Graham's rock empire goes bi-coastal as the Fillmore East opens. Bands like the Grateful Dead, the Jefferson Airplane, and Santana owe a great deal of their success to the business outcome of the legendary concert promoter Bill Graham, whose skills and creativity turned San Francisco into a musical mecca for both fans and promoters in the late 60s. In 1966, Graham opened his own new concert venue, the Fillmore, which quickly became an important spot on the concert itinerary of nearly every great band of the era. 2 years later, his psychedelic music empire went bi-coastal with the opening of the Fillmore East in New York City on March 8, 1968. Opening night at the Fillmore East was typical of the kind of show put together by Graham, who was a pioneer in combining roots music with contemporary rock and roll in a way that became a de-rigueur in 1960s rock festivals. The bill featured blues guitarist Albert King, folk singer-songwriter Tim Buckley, and Janis Joplin's group Big Brother and the Holding Company, who had just begun recording their landmark Cheap Tricks album. Over the course of the next 2 months, the Fillmore East brought some of the biggest names in the late 60s rock to Manhattan's East Village. The Doors on March 22nd, The Who April 5th and 6th, Traffic April 19th to the 20th, Jefferson Airplane May 3rd to the 4th, and Jimi Hendrix and Sly and the Family Stone May 10th, and The Byrds May 18th. With a capacity of only about 3,600 seats, the Fillmore East was a far cry from the gigantic stadium and arenas that big-name rock acts would start limiting themselves to in the late 70s. It was the beginning of that supersizing trend that helped push Bill Graham out of the rock promotion business temporarily after he shuttered both the Fillmore East and Fillmore West in 1971. In explaining his decision to close of the venues, Graham told the Village Voice that the rock scene in this country that was created by a need felt by the people, expressed by the musicians, and I hope aided to some degree by the efforts of the Fillmores, has turned into the music industry of festivals, 20,000 seat halls, miserable production quality, and second-rate promoters. After his early 70s hiatus, Graham would turn his attention to producing events on the scales of the Rolling Stone Stadium tours and the American side of Live Aid. Within that world, he was greatly respected for staging concerts that were creatively ambitious, commercially successful, and professionally run. The Who's Pete Townsend said, "Bill changed the way rock evolved. Without him, I would not be here." Bill Graham died in a helicopter crash near San Francisco on October 25, 1991, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the following year. Also on this date in 1993, MTV airs the first episode of the animated series Beavis and Butthead, which will go on to become the network's highest-rated series up to that point. Beavis and Butthead offered audiences rude and crude buddy humor in the tradition of the Three Stooges, Cheech and Chong, and Wayne and Garth of the Saturday Night Live and the Wayne's World's movies. The titular main characters were two teenage boys living in the fictional town of Highland. They attended Highland High, based on the real school in creator Mike Judge's hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico, but spent most of their time eating junk food, talking about girls, and, most importantly, watching music videos. Beavis and Butthead alternated between animated storylines and clips of actual music videos, which Beavis and Butthead commented on in their signature boneheaded style, punctuated by sarcastic comments and grunt-like laughter. Judge first drew his two main characters from an animation festival, where an MTV producer spotted them and picked up an episode for its animated showcase, Liquid TV. After signing Judge on for 65 episodes, the network began airing the show on weeknights at 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Critics were divided in their response. Some praised Judge and MTV for effectively skewering a big part of the network's own core demographic, young men who watch music videos, while others cited Beavis and Butthead's lowest common denominator humor as evident of an overall decline in the quality of television. Despite the mixed critical response, the show earned MTV's highest ratings. It also sparked a heated controversy over the influence of TV programs on impressionable young children, especially after an incident in 1993 when a mother blamed Beavis and Butthead's well-documented pyromaniac tendencies for inspiring her 5-year-old son to set a fire that killed his 2-year-old sister. In response of the uproar over this tragedy, MTV pulled 4 episodes off the air, cut all the references to fire, and moved Beavis and Butthead to 10:30, 11:30 p.m. time slot, claiming they were simply targeting an older audience. Regardless of the dubious influence on young audiences, the success of Beavis and Butthead prompted MTV to launch a spin-off program featuring Daria first aired in March 1997, 8 months before Beavis and Butthead ended its run. Judge later created the Emmy-winning animated series King of the Hill for Fox and directed films for the big screen, including a feature film version of Beavis and Butthead Do America, and the cult hits Office Space in 1990. Idiocracy in 2006. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, March 8th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.